You ready? Hey, get started with a you ready? Oh, I'm still seeing this picture. We're not going to do this today because it's going to give it away. But I just want to say, cops for Trump, stupidest thing I've ever seen.
Oh, right. Yes, I'm still showing this. True.
Yeah, I'm still looking at it over here. If you wear a T-shirt that says cops for Trump, you're an asshole. I just want to let you know that. Period.
Cops for Trump. Cops simping for a president is pretty cool.
Cops simping for a president is the part that I think is lame. Okay, well, that's what I want you to understand. It's not that it's Trump. It's not that it's cops. It's cops simping for someone in power. That's gross.
That's their only job. That's actually their job description is simping for those in power. I don't really know what else they're supposed to do.
It's not the job description on the car.
It kind of is. Protect and
serve. The car
serve.
says protect and serve.
There's a little asterisk. And if you,
I don't have good enough eyesight. I've been missing that under.
If you zoom in, it says for the rich at the bottom. And, that's the part. They get away with a lot because of that. And people don't realize.
Welcome to the show, everybody. Another week of the M&B stream over here. Before we get started tonight, I do want to say, make sure you come over to the M&B podcast Instagram page. That's M&B podcast. Give us a follow over there, and also be aware, if you fuck with this, there's going to be updates every single week letting you know when this show comes out, as well as our podcast that comes out every single Saturday night. That Instagram, M&B podcast, also has a link tree on it, so you can listen to that podcast anywhere that you prefer to listen. So with all that under wraps, Brandon, let's get fucking started tonight, dude.
Look at all that. I got to get something to signify the plug.
I know,
I don't know what it's going to be yet, but
I don't know what that is. We'll have to do some. I can't think of anything quickly that's funny for that, so I'll have to actually put some brain power.
We need to wait about 15 minutes for this energy drink I'm currently housing to kick in before I can come up with anything witty. So I hope we front loaded the stream today with something interesting. I don't need to provide any real commentary. Kind of like any popular Twitch streamer where I just show you somebody else's
where you just content. Oh, hey, why don't you just watch this 8-hour thing and I'm gonna pause it every.
And I'm gonna eat Chinese food during it. I won't even have my mic on.
I'm telling you, Twitch streaming is literally created for incels to feel like they're sitting with a friend.
I did that.
On FaceTime.
I tried. Dude, you guys, there's literal video evidence on my Twitch. If we start streaming games, you'll see it on my VODs of me eating, watching YouTube on Twitch.
You're like, why do I not have 1 million followers?
I tried it out. It wasn't bad. I'm not going to lie. I kind of was like, if I could make this my job, I will. But
well, I mean, listen, at that point, isn't DoorDash tax exempt?
Dude, who knows?
Can't you claim that on your taxes if you're eating it on content?
Can you write it off off your taxes? Is like a business expense? I don't know. This state sucks about it. But I don't know. Really? It's different for the states.
Is Pennsylvania shitty about that?
Yeah, I don't know. Who knows, dude? You think any poor person's doing that? If poor people were able to do that, do you think we'd be poor?
That's so real.
This is why I just go, what kind of circular logic are you trying to apply here? This isn't for me, okay?
Oh man, that's funny as hell. All right, what do we got first this week? We got a good old Ring camera video.
I caught this. Yeah, this is wild. This is just one of those we were just speaking about DoorDash driving.
Yeah.
This is when you're going to deliver some food, real casual like. This is caught on Nest camera. Here he goes, dropping the bag.
Yeah. Oh. Got to take the picture.
He heard a few.
Yeah, a few, which almost sounded like knocks, but he knows.
Guy knows the difference. This guy knows the difference between
fireworks and gunshot.
He knows. He's heard him. He knows.
Oh!
Brother was literally standing right here.
Dude, they shot the Ring camera.
I think it might have broke the glass that the Ring camera is behind. I don't know if it shot the Ring camera because it looks like there's a border here that you can kind of see the rest of the...
Yep, okay, it's behind a doorway.
But whatever hit the door, for sure. I think he gets a footage of it. Hang on. Oh, he gets video. Look.
Okay. Can you do me a favor real quick? Scroll back and look what his t-shirt says. I don't know if you noticed this when you watched it the first time. God got me. All right? Dude? God's got him. That's all I'm going to say. That shirt, whoever gave it to him, they fucking knew. All right? Because that is insane.
That's actually nice, dude. I can't believe God got him like that, though. He really did.
God really got him. Okay, dude.
That's really nuts. I did not notice that at first. The fuck?
What else is crazy is, dude, we don't pay these people enough.
What, delivery drive? They don't even get. They're like tip employees. What are you
Dude,
talking
the
about?
DoorDash people get paid the worst.
Yeah,
bro.
they just
and then they have to
barely
deal
get-
with all the bullshit and Double Dash and people getting mad at them.
I'm imagining them playing Mario Kart Double Dash, trying to get to the next.
It's fucking hard, you know?
I mean, dude, being a delivery driver, you're telling me that was like my first real full-time job.
Oh yeah, you did that over at the
Dino's. Rest in
Dino's.
peace.
Rest in peace.
Rip. But yeah, dude, that was my first like, you know, real
job,
long job, you know, not my first like gig, but my first like I'd show up every day to that job. And it was yeah, dude, I mean like no one
Adjust my camera real
Oh,
quick.
adjust. But I learned a lot about people tipping and how they just feel like they can give you unsolicited advice and it's all sorts
Hey,
of shit.
because I gave you $5, let me tell you a career path you should go into.
Yeah, all sorts of shit, dude. Like I like inappropriate stuff, wild stuff at those dirty motels that you'd see as like a teenager. You weren't
Oh,
ready
dude,
for
I
any of
always
that
wondered
yet.
who lived in those, so I'm really happy that you're giving me some backstory that you've actually been to those. We
Been
should
to-
talk about that offline.
Anything in Burn Hills that you imagine that you've driven past and you go, man, I wonder what the fuck's going on in there.
I brought pizza there.
I delivered to them at some point, and I got some sort of insight. Believe me, it was an interesting job from that alone.
Dude, there was that yellow motel right near our school that I looked at all the time, and I'm like, what's going on in there?
Nothing
you know?
good.
Like,
Yeah, the one next to Sam's Chinese. Rest
yeah,
in
yeah,
peace.
yeah. The one right behind Sam's Chinese.
That one was
Yeah.
not good. That was like an
No?
extended stay. Like
Yeah,
I
it
would- the
was. And
same
every
people
time I
were
drove
there.
past it as a kid, I'd be like, I
What
don't
kind
know.
of traveler is stopping
in
at
Burn
this
Hills.
fucking place? I wish you guys could see this. It's literally the hills have eyes.
I wonder if we can find a picture of that place on Google. We'll put it in.
I
in
will.
the
I
show
will.
notes.
But let's talk about this because I'm
Okay.
sure you might have seen this already. But I was literally like, my jaw was on the floor when I saw this.
I haven't seen anything about this new special yet.
Okay, well, this is a real ad, and this is not AI. So
Okay.
I love fucking Ash. I don't care if it has a view of the ocean.
You podcasters think you've inherited the kingdom.
What the
on.
fuck?
brother, what is? I know your
Wait,
reaction.
isn't his new special coming out on Netflix?
It just did. This is where.
This is an ad.
This is
for Netflix.
This is happening.
This is a
Max.
Netflix ad.
This is forget about the year of forgetting the alligator. This is
we're
like,
way past that now, babe. He's on Netflix again. That's what I'm seeing right now.
bro. They've been using his knock noise as their main sound.
I know, but we're literally inviting him back in. That's how bad Netflix is.
They let the door open for him. You think, like, here's the thing: you fire him, you make this big fucking spectacle about it, but you don't take out the noise that he made. That
Well,
you now.
they say it's not the same noise.
It is.
But that's
It
bullshit.
literally
I know. We've been
is.
over this 100 times.
Yeah, I mean, dude, don't lie. Don't lie,
let me
Netflix.
see
Now
what I
you're
can
cool
do.
with this, so no one gives a fuck anymore.
I'm gonna have to call you back.
Whispering in ears, swaying elections, spinning the truth like it was cotton candy, when in fact you're nothing but a bunch of clowns juggling boner pills and hair tonic.
Frank Underwood? I thought you were dead.
Dude, your face right now, you're like shocked this is happening. I
No,
think.
because he's literally playing his Netflix character on a Netflix ad, and that's not even in the first 3 fucking comments.
You know,
like, what
something
the fuck
we
is
covered
going on here?
we covered very early on in the show, him doing this on Tucker Carlson's show when
Yes,
he
dude,
started
he
his
likes to
podcast.
play this role for life now. Like, I think he thinks he is Frank Underwood.
I mean, he kind
he's
of
lost in the
is. When
sauce.
you think about the character, he kind of is. He's like a weird gay sex creep.
Yeah, I mean, it is true.
It's
Every bit
kind
of
of
it's
just,
true.
and that's why
That's
was
why
the
he's here. He's
fucking
gonna get- he's
role of
trying
the
to get all up
lifetime
in-
for this guy.
He's trying to get all up in Tim
They're
Dillon's
like,
butt
hey,
right now,
you
dude.
play a guy who's like very influential. He's in a big position of power, and he likes to take it out on his employees sexually.
Guys, this role was made for me, okay?
I think they may have cast him.
Yeah, they called him. They're like, dude,
They were like, you
we
know what?
rewrote this with you in mind, okay?
Yeah, we took a look at the script and we said, we need you. We
Dude,
need
where
the
does
guy
this go?
from American.
Where does this go,
Dead
please?
as John McCain.
He is dead.
Excuse my ignorance, I meant Herman Cain.
He's also dead.
Dean Cain.
To be honest, I don't know.
Well, it doesn't matter anyway, because I'm back. And that's why I need you to go on your little podcast and say this.
I don't do political endorsements.
I think you're going to do exactly as I ask, Mr. Dillon.
You know what?
Door-
You know what that picture is right there? It's them discontinuing 4 and 5 XL clothing from Polo Sport.
It's the Israeli blackmail folder.
DoorDash orders made from inside a 5-star steakhouse. While at a hotel in Milwaukee in 2023, you called a Taco Bell just to talk. And you once paid
This is so
$6,000 to have a Carvel ice cream cake overnighted to a theater in Norway and then returned it for a refund because it wasn't Cookie Puss.
Jesus Christ, Frank, I'll read it. But first, you gotta plug my comedy special.
Oh, Jesus.
It's good. I filmed it in Austin.
I don't care if you filmed it on
Okay, this is the
I
point.
hate this. I hate everything
look,
about
look,
this.
it's daring, it's controversial. It is. And
Okay.
to me that should be good, right? Like to me, I would be like this should be good. Right around here is
They
where
lose you?
it's not that it's just this is going on for too long, by the way.
Okay.
Tim Dillon, you knew you had something here with him and you had
Yeah,
this
whole
big
bit
moment.
is way too long. I will admit
Regardless
it's
of how
too
you
much.
feel about cancel culture and Kevin Spacey being a creep who grabs little boys' penises, put that all to the side. For real.
Okay.
All the
Okay.
times he's been on Epstein's fucking jet photographed, put it to the side.
Hey, humanitarian trips, okay?
Yeah. But put it all to the side for a minute.
Okay. Okay.
You had an opportunity, Tim Dillon, and you fumbled.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
we're
this is what we say
meandering.
all the time
This-
about Tim, though. This is the next fumble, right? We watched that shitty Jerry Springer ripoff show.
It wasn't good.
together. We turned it off. halfway
Concept was
through.
great. Could have been good.
Yes, but it sucked, and all the guests sucked. And then we watched his last stand-up special was bad. Anything that he does on a grand scale, he always fumbles. The only thing that is funny is his fucking podcast. And then even
I
that
saw him
is in
live.
clip format.
Saw him live a few years ago now. Very great stand up. For me, my personal
I'm sure he
experience,
is.
It was really good. But then I see all this stuff. He's canceling shows. He's putting less effort into the stand up stuff because of the
Canceling
podcast.
shows to meet with JD Vance.
Yeah. And the podcast is doing very well, whatever. I get it. But
Fuck that.
stick to something. It's more respectable to be a stand up than a podcaster, I believe. Entertaining people live in a room is it's the ultimate.
Admirable.
That's
I don't know how
very,
else to say it,
that's
yeah.
cool. It's just always cool. I'm sorry. It doesn't really matter.
No.
Even these shitty TED Talks, most people are compelled by the speaker. Do you know what I mean? When you have a fucking
No,
microphone.
I agree with you. When you captivate a room, there's something special about being able to do that as
And
a
people,
human being.
people
period.
want to bear witness to that too. It's not just being
Yeah.
that guy; it's bearing witness to that guy. Because you know what?
Yep.
You're all there having a moment together. You know, it's a together thing.
100% agreed.
So I think that's admirable and necessary now more than ever. So when you're able to do that, you should just harness that and stop being an internet whore. But regardless, this stuff, and that's not to say I don't love a good podcast. I do.
I mean,
put effort into it though. Make sure it's all good. Like all these guys are losing the plot here, and you had something here that could have been really like an interesting cultural crazy moment that you could have capitalized on. And this is meandering about bits you've done on your show, and you're meandering about like stick a punchline in there, have this be crazy, have everyone talk about it, but don't like show off. And it looks particularly desperate for Spacey. Like this is too long. Like
This
for
is
him.
too long. I think it's too long for both of them. I think this should have been about 30 seconds long.
You think they fucked after?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I think they might.
I don't know if Tim
Mars
wanted
with
to, though. I think that's the problem.
Elon Musk. I'm not here to help you.
These photos you gave me, I've posted them all. I'm on the internet. We don't have blackmail, we have content. We're all demons from hell.
You son of a bitch.
This
There is no limit to your duplicity, to your pandering, to your shameless and desperate desire to cling to relevance. You are
I'm what?
my kind of bastard. You have my endorsement, Mr. Dillon.
All right.
Well,
All right. Enough of this.
that's
Enough-
a
I gotta
little-
cleanse. I can't talk about that anymore. I genuinely can't. That's nuts. I have not seen
we're
that.
only 2 links in.
I know.
We're having
hot.
We're having a great time here. I think this is good
Aliens
stuff.
Up front. What do we got?
This is barely aliens. This is interesting though. This is a direct quote, and I was waiting for a video to come out of this because I read this quote earlier, like 2 days ago, and I was like, "That's a weird quote," but I would like to hear how it was, how it was said.
Yeah, and we need to hear like we were joking about before the show, right? Everything can be taken out of context and make absolutely no sense based on what it was actually being talked about, right?
Yeah, and this is just at the end of the day, this is a weird quote from White House Director of Science and Tech, so a Trump appointee. I forget this guy's name. It was, who knows? But
our passenger planes are slower than they used to be. Our trains crawl compared to those in other parts of the world. Our cars do not fly. Advances have not stopped, but something has gone wrong. Stagnation was a choice. We have weighed down our builders and innovators. The well-intentioned regulatory regime of the 1970s became an ever-tightening ratchet, first hampering America's ability to become a net energy exporter and then making it harder and harder to build. We seem to have lost focus and vision, to have lowered our sights and let systems and structures and bureaucracies muddle us along. But we are capable of so much more. Our technologies permit us to manipulate time and space. They leave
What do you mean? That is such a chill drop at the end.
And you could argue breaking the sound barrier and stuff, but that's not what he meant. That's not what he meant.
He would have said that if that's what he meant.
He wouldn't have stuck it in there like that. And in the context of what he was saying, it actually, to me, adds more to what he's talking about. He's not outright saying really we have, electrogravitics or another way of potentially traveling faster than light or something. He is literally making the comparison and saying that the technology has kept evolving. Our technology is completely evolved to a point where we could do this. But there is a stagnation in what's being allowed to come out, which is exactly my problem with the UAP issue. And it's really interesting because this stuff doesn't really get said by the White House very often. So I don't know.
Very interesting drop. I don't know. And there's not a lot of discussion about this either. Yeah.
No, this one's going to fly right under the radar. It is a small quote in a much bigger thing. So in context, though, I think it's very interesting the way he brought that up and what he said.
I agree.
I don't disagree.
That's weird.
I don't disagree.
Well, I mean, he's just opening up this chasm to is that what's going on here? Do we have any idea? You know what I mean? So it's weird.
Yeah, I think all the confusion and the psyops around the tech that we call UAP or UFOs now is regardless of if it's coming from whatever source it is, it actually doesn't even matter. The cover up though, and all this confusion and the psyoping is entirely married to the power source related to whatever these craft are powered by and whatever's allowing them to do these, physics bending maneuvers that they're claiming that they're able to do, which would lead us down a path of not needing gasoline anymore. That's really the end. That's what this is really.
But that's the goal that
all
these companies don't want us to get to as well. So,
So anyway, this is interesting. A little leak to Ken Klippenstein on Twitter. This is from a real Air Force presentation.
It's crazy, dude. The Air Force has not changed their PowerPoint presentation model in 30 years.
I mean, to be fair, it's easy to read. I've got no complaints about the OG PowerPoint system. It works. I can read it.
I don't have a problem with it. You could do a little more here. That's all I'm trying to say.
Then you'd argue it's a waste of the taxpayer. Somebody's sitting there making the PowerPoints pretty. You're wasting my taxpayer money.
There's plenty of things we waste money on.
These guys can't even read. They're in the military.
They don't have sign language people. They just have people who read it in a 6th grade level. If
slowly.
the radio net is compromised.
Yeah.
See?
And they can all read better than Trump. That's the scariest part about that. So this is literally what the slide says. If the radio net is compromised, GCC will announce the code word chatterbait, 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 and all teams will switch to a designed alternate channel. So somebody snuck that in, got it all the way through. No one said anything about this chatterbait. Are you familiar? Chatterbait.
I'm not. I don't know what that is.
Chatterbait's like one of those like, you know, porn sites that come up when you're trying to watch you're trying to watch your porn and they're trying to sell you
cooked.
they're trying to sell you like Andrew Tate like a cam
Like Ukrainian cam slaves.
they're all in a row on blankets. Yeah, that kind of shit.
They're like, for 400 undisclosed currency, this can be yours.
That's 100. You got to buy like premium coins. Yeah, the whole thing is a nightmare over there.
You gotta buy crypto art just to fucking.
Everyone's Eastern Bloc. Everything is
the
brutal.
mailing addresses are god awful.
But Chatterbait is the name of the site. It's been around.
I'm happy I didn't Google it.
It's been around a long time. But that you know that's one of those things that gets through and then just like. This is like the military equivalent of like you see those like high school band performances where the drummer will sneak in the Pornhub riff.
Yep.
This is like the military. Yeah, this is like the military equivalent of that minus like the drums, you know? This is like
it
doing
just shows that like we're cooked. Honestly.
I want them all to be able to have a sense of humor. I got no problem with it.
Oh, dude, I wanted to know how you felt about this. Okay.
This looks like Gold Member. Remember the Gold Member?
Can you go back real quick? I want to read it.
I just want everyone to really take in the image before we read about what we're about to. That is all of it
pressed into a
Now
heart.
that's gonna piss me off. That.
Why does that piss you off?
Something like that pisses me off because why is it? Oh my god.
All right. When I get a good psoriasis flake, I like to keep them. They shrivel up when they're dry, frowny face. This isn't even 1/4 of it, but they usually just fall off and get sucked up in the vacuum.
A poor vacuum. Hang on.
That Dyson is putting in fucking triple overtime.
Yeah, dude.
What are you going to show me right now?
You know?
No, that's so on brand.
Are we gonna get copyright strikes?
Oh, we're definitely.
You're not
that's
gonna
where the
put
copyright
that
strike
skin in
comes
your mouth, are you?
Let's just keep talking. Let's just keep talking over it. So
Right.
That's what I.
That's her. That's her right there. She licks it out of the bottom. She suckles it. You know?
Love the skin. He says. He keeps it in a little fucking box too, dude. Like it's what it reminds
That's fucking
me
sick.
of.
We found Gold Member in real life.
I'm trying to bong in a blintz, smoking a pancake, cigar and a waffle, pipe and a crepe. Anybody?
Oh, man. Remember the days when he could just be racist and everyone loved it?
Pipe and a crepe, bong in a blintz. That was my first time.
That's okay.
Learning about what a bong and a blintz was that movie.
That's like the young guru. What was it? The Guru. That was so bad.
Oh,
Love Guru.
Love Guru, yeah.
There.
Or was it?
Yeah.
Which one was that? Zohan? Those were different movies?
Zohan was Adam Sandler being racist.
Those were different movies.
Yeah, that's two different racist movies that came out at the same time. It's in that like Bowl Rat era when white dudes could just be racist.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, what, like less than 10 years ago? Yeah, I remember. It wasn't. I remember.
You know,
I
we
was
were in
there.
middle school.
I was fucking there. I was
watching the movies.
Yeah.
What do we got here?
I don't know. This guy needs a fish ID, so let's see.
Oh yeah, this is a good one.
Key West, looking at this beautiful clear water. Trying to figure out what kind of fish that is, though.
Oh,
what is
hell
that?
yeah.
What kind
Anybody
of
give me a
is
fish
that,
ID on that one?
This is like a GTA 5 mission right here. I don't know how or why, but it just feels like one. Like
it's like one of those like weird Easter eggs where it's like if you go to this exact part of the city and look in the water, you'll see one dildo.
There was
everyone makes a YouTube video about it.
Yeah. Oh, GTA was like the best for that. To be honest, they have
Easter eggs forever.
I was just thinking about this in the car the other day. I honestly think a big reason why I got so into myths and all this crap was
conspiracy as a whole.
Conspiracy as a whole was, I was always kind of into it, but like something that like helped drive it when I was like in a very formative age was San Andreas, because there was all these
all that
rumors.
alien stuff,
There was
right?
alien stuff. There was Bigfoot, and like most of it ended up being total bullshit. It was like real before the internet you could prove, like it was like you couldn't really upload
People would just
footage.
be telling you shit existed, and you'd be like, "Whoa, no
Dude,
way!"
what? And you'd
In the
spend
era of like
hours.
cheat code books. You
Yeah,
know?
I'd spend hours in the woods looking for Bigfoot that wasn't gonna show up. And, but like that kind of shit, like. And then my favorite one was in GTA 4, the New York City one. Best Grand Theft Auto, by the way. Let's be completely frank.
I did love GTA 4.
They need to remaster that one. But I
don't know how they haven't.
There was a Easter egg where if you went into the Statue of Liberty, it actually had like a beating heart, like a massive beating heart on chains. And it used to scare me so much as a kid.
I'd just be in there looking at it, having
It made
heart
like
palpitations,
noise and it was fucking scary, dude. Yeah, I was like, damn, dude. Anyway.
That's fucking hilarious.
Anyway. We had the fish ID. We already went there. Oh, we both put this in this week, obviously.
I'm
'cause
so
it was
happy.
So good.
It's so us, you know?
This one, as soon as I saw it, I said, this is for the stream.
Yeah, same. So yeah, we watch a lot of stuff on here where we watch, people fall when they're creating these soapboxes.
Oh,
or
yeah.
flying off
All sorts of pain.
Bridges. This one's nuts. I don't know what the goal was here. I don't feel like any of these soapboxes can make the jump that they're about to do. Like, I feel like this is a really hard ask in the first place.
Damn, dude. I want one of these little soapboxes.
Dude, we'll make you one. You can take Trixie and go around the neighborhood.
I am like the perfect soapbox rider, right? I feel.
I would think so. Maybe smaller, because like a jockey, I think would be the
Chicken
best.
jockey!
Chicken jockey! Hey, 4chan's gone forever!
Don't even get me started. We'll do a.
We'll do it on the.
We're gonna
pod.
do 4chan a retrospective from a
a
legit
whole
expert.
4chan stream?
Yeah, from a legit expert. And it'll be we'll do some deep dives into like how you'll be shocked at how much stuff that you're aware of.
We should do a 4chan backlog stream.
I would recommend if anybody's interested now that 4chan's toast or whatever, go through Wang's. Wang's done a really great job at making videos on like really important shit that's happened on 4chan or whatever, like internet culture stuff. But I could use some of his stuff and we can pull from some of my shit. It would be good.
We'll do it. We'll do it.
And down the right. Off you go,
Bro.
Tick.
It just looks so happy in the beginning. You're like, oh, they just go through this little trail, right?
No. Someone's gonna die today.
Oh! Dude, that guy got wiped across the ground. Like, he is not moving afterwards. He is cooked. Look at their friends. Oh, my God.
And down the right.
One more
Off you
time.
go, Tick.
Dude, he eats it so fucking hard.
I want
the guy
this-
in the front with the purple shirt takes such a brutal bail on this one. It kills me.
I need this in full 1080p. Reddit, give me that.
Off you go, Tick.
You can really watch him scrape across the concrete. in
The
1080p.
moment happens. What, like right here, right on this cut?
It's coming, yeah, right here. It's like a double jump, and they don't make it.
This is
Dude,
insane.
you know,
dude.
he knows he's fucked right there. The guy in the front.
Oh, dude, the full weight of the vehicle is hitting him in the back
All
of the
35
face.
pounds.
Oh my God. Okay, Red Bull.
What
are we
sucks
doing?
is his elbow pads didn't do anything for this.
I'm starting to think Red Bull sets this up to fail.
Yeah, because lets people like us stream it.
How is it possible that I could watch a dude like ride a carpet after skydiving and he lands perfect, but these people in this nice soapbox just roll over.
Red Bull
and
likes
die.
parody. They can't always show you good stuff.
The
Also,
guy who jumped from space. We watched that video.
some emo lore for you. Were you aware of this?
I don't know who this is.
Do you know who?
Is this
That's Sal from Impractical Jokers
I
in the
did-
Front Bottoms music video.
Is he canceled too? They all got canceled, right? For being sex guys.
No, he's like the only one left.
Wow.
Which means it's only a matter of time.
And now everyone's pointing the finger at him. Imagine he was good the whole time. It wouldn't even matter. You're fucked now, dude.
You're fucked.
You can't
But
hang out with those guys. They're fucking.
It's wild to watch him in this 2011 Front Bottoms music video. I had no idea this existed at all. Did you? I mean, I don't even know if I've seen this music video.
I mean, I've probably watched it, but I probably wasn't familiar with Impractical Jokers the same way.
No, I feel like this is
later.
before Practical Jokers really took off.
Yeah.
But yeah, Sal's in the scene, man. Verified.
Oh man. Yeah, what a good album, bro. Oh my god. Every time I hear a song off it, I'm like, fuck, dude, that shit was so fucking good.
It was so good when it came out too. It was like, oh,
it holds up too. I listen to
I know
it
it does. I
sometimes
just
and I'm like,
when it came out, it was so awesome.
oh no, Ian Miles Cheong, my favorite Twitter guy, one of my favorite Twitter guys.
I love when I share things that I find randomly, and you're like, oh, one of my favorite Twitter guys.
Dude, this guy lives in the Philippines and only talks about America, and it bothers me to no end.
Hey, talk about your own shit, okay?
It really bothers me. People would assume he's like friends with like Andrew Tate or something. Like he's a fucking.
Well, I don't give a fuck about him. I just thought this video that he posted was insane.
He actually This is a M&B. If anybody
Insider tip here.
If anybody in the M&B show watches Game Ranks, which is one of my favorite and most trusted sources on YouTube to find out things about games, specifically Jake Baldino and his other channel that he does. He has like a personal channel too. But I trust his opinion on video games more than basically anybody on YouTube. And I've been following Game Ranks since the beginning. I found out that Game Ranks was entirely funded by Ian. And actually Ian funded and wrote for the publication early on. And realized his involvement, like in a public way, was probably not good for the brand. So he distanced himself.
Stepped away.
I believe he still signs paychecks and does
all that. He probably definitely still does all the funding. He's just stepped out of it. 100%.
And I'm talking about a YouTube channel where every time they do a review, it's getting at least 1.5 million views. So the dude's making
so he's
money.
funding what it's making a return.
Oh, he's making money. For like
the
10
ROI
years.
Is sick.
Yeah, dude. So
but anyways. Check this out. I don't care about what he wrote about it. I don't care who he is. Just full screen. Get out
of the car! Get out!
So wild, dude.
Get out of the car! Stop! No! Get out of the car!
There goes, dude, hitting everybody on this beautiful day.
Yo, this is fucking crazy.
This is wild, right?
The dude who gets out of his car right now is
Don't get out of the
his
vehicle.
mind,
You're losing.
bro.
Yeah, do not get out of the vehicle.
I've got M&B tips for days on this.
Do not get out of the car when someone's already hit 8 cars. They don't care.
Look at these people just standing around.
I know.
Bro, this guy is a fucking it's a missile now. Now this is a
you're
missile
not,
that's
you're
gonna
not
hit
gonna
you.
do anything.
And he doesn't give a fuck about hitting shit. And you're just standing
like
there.
7 cars. Dude.
This is scarier than an active shooter right here. You got to get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Look at this.
Everyone's gonna stand around and film this. Look at this. Oh, they totaled it. It won't come.
Grab her.
It's a
Grab
woman.
her. Yeah, it's a woman.
She's just driving normally, trying to get out of the fucking parking lot.
She's just having a little bit of trouble getting out of the park.
This is just how the ladies.
You guys are assholes, dude. She's just vibing. Tried to make her.
Oh my god, the whole inside of her door is
It's
going.
fucking wrecked.
3 guys are holding her down. What is the matter with you? Do you understand?
Do you know how many people you almost just killed?
She's like, yeah, whatever.
I'm like, yeah, whatever.
And I'm like, yeah, whatever.
This is my United States of whatever.
Whatever.
What a banger. That's another banging album that people just
That is another one.
sleep on.
Oh, dude, I wanted your opinion on this.
I'm already in.
All right. We can skip around. Skip like to 2 minutes in. Yeah, perfect. Right about there.
How the fuck? Why are you? How do you find? When I say, "How did you find this?" It's a big deal. How did you find this?
I researched for this show, man. I don't fuck around. Look at that, dude. How sick is that, dude?
How many of you guys are pulling your pants down right now?
Dude, they're already at the ankle. Come on.
Oh, dude, what is this kid doing here? What are we doing?
Dude, it's different over there, man. You gotta just accept.
What do I?
I can't believe you're not into this. This is where all those boy bands are come from, dude.
I just don't like the song.
Yeah, maybe they have other ones you'd be more aligned
If I
with.
liked
don't
this
know.
song, like this would all be okay. I'm dead serious.
I mean, there's no difference in this and a Blink-182 music video, you know?
I was just thinking that.
Yeah, it's all the small
Well,
things.
Blink-182 actually got naked. These guys are like wearing underwear with their little leaves, and I think that's kind of pussy, to be honest.
Oh, you don't think they're showing enough?
At this point, no. Like, 'cause you're
You
already...
think they should show more skin? Okay.
It's about time.
I've watched enough. Let me see that dick. We don't have to watch all of it, but I just wanted you to get a little culture,
This is
you know?
this is What's My Age Again?
It's literally they stole it right from here. Look,
Where's My Dick Again?
under this leaf, baby.
It's actually under that leaf and under another layer, which is pretty...
Oh, you're really upset that they have 2 layers over their penis and nothing else.
Are you shocked that that's my takeaway from that? I don't know what you expected
A little
from
bit,
me.
but I enjoy it.
Yeah. This is just where we're at. Hotel guests
Oh,
at the Planet Hollywood in Vegas had a scare. Uh-oh.
You're a big Vegas fan,
Love
right?
it.
Imagine you are staying in a nice hotel in
Mhm.
Vegas and this happens to you.
I'd probably love it. Oh, hell yeah. I would be like, yes. Can you guys comp
Yeah.
it? Can you comp it all for me? Thank you.
Well, I'm pretty sure after this. Look at this.
This thing is busting into our windows. It's gonna
Pause.
hit.
Oh my god, dude. That's awesome.
Right, dude? Look
It's
at
like-
that.
Yo, I'd
It's
clap.
literally just, hey, what's up? Can I get a drink? Can I get an orange juice on the rocks?
Oh, this is room service. This is how they do
Hey,
room
yeah,
service now.
A guy just slides out of there with a fucking
Crushes
tray.
through your fucking window.
Hey, what's up? I'm Jared. Can I get a tip?
I told you it was gonna bust through the window, man.
He's like, you ordered tomato biscuits, just flies everywhere through the window.
Looks like a pollock in there. 5 seconds.
Yeah, dude, that's actually how you
Yeah.
made Pollux.
Busting into our windows. It's gonna hit.
Wow, you hear it, dude. It sounds like it.
Why
bumped
did you
the
scream
window.
if you knew it was like you knew it was coming? You literally called that shit
He's
out.
just being an asshole about it for real.
Woohoo! I'd be like, God damn, Kool-Aid
I'd be
man.
like, fuck.
Nah,
It's
nah.
literally the Kool-Aid man of Windows. Right?
Oh yeah, just coming through.
Oh, dude. Now you know it's baseball season, right?
Basketball.
You're a Mets fan by family. Okay.
family.
So you may have missed this one, but I wanted you
I
to
missed
get
it
a good-
all. I don't watch
I
it.
know. Well, check this one out.
And Pilar hits one back toward the middle. Sosa to
I
his
did
left.
see
Nice
this.
play. Spinorama, but he throws it away. Hits the He hit the
He felt like Peter Griffin ass.
first
Dude,
base
could you
umpire.
imagine? They're just
Oh,
upping
no.
and you need a ball. Look at
Oh,
his face,
Tied right
dude.
in the side of the face.
In the temple.
And the trainer is going to come out to have a look. Sosa threw that ball
Look at- he
so
goes, "Oh my
wildly
God, what
after
the
he did
fuck?"
the spin. It was a good
This is why you don't
15
spin
feet
like
wide
an
of the bag,
asshole.
right where
Go back
Valentine.
one more time.
he
Watch
like
how cocky he threw that ball. He threw that ball. No, go back. He threw
Little
that ball
Sosa
like
to
I'm
his
the
left.
shit.
Nice play. Spinorama, but he throws it away. Hits the arm.
yo.
Couldn't have been more
Good
far
feed
away
wide of
from
the
the
bag,
first
right
base.
where Valentine.
Yeah, that shit's fucked up. That sucks. Fucking yeeted that.
Oh, I love that clip, dude. Also, we're gonna stay in the fucking baseball realm. I want you to see
Same
the
height,
crazy story.
All right, let's see.
same hair color, but they had never met before. This guy on the left here was born in Severn, Maryland. He's 6'4", has red hair and wears black glasses. He's a minor league pitcher and his name is Brady Feigl. As for the guy on the right, his name is also Brady Feigl. He's also 6'4". He also has red hair and wears black glasses, and he is also a minor league pitcher. But he was born in Chesterfield, Missouri. Before 2018, they had never met one another. Are they twins?
they're
Are they related?
identical.
Were they separated at birth? The two doppelgangers in the Crua Inside Edition put it to the test.
A DNA test.
It says I'm 53% Germanic Europe. Stop. Are you? I got 2%. I got 10. Are you Italian at all? No Italian.
So as it turns out, they're not twins. They're not even related. They just share the same name, occupation, position, height, and similar appearance.
Yeah, no, why?
Dude,
That's so
like, what the
fucking weird.
fuck? Are you kidding me? This blew my mind. I was gonna do it on the pod, but I'm like, no, the stream we can actually see what these guys look like with everybody.
You know, there was like a big. It's probably around like 20.
This is a glitch in the Matrix, by the way.
Around 2016 to around 2018, in that era of time, I was getting reached out to by multiple Brandon Paganos, like real ones.
Hey, we should start a club.
I think it was like a trend at the time to like start a group chat with like
Find
everybody
your
in name.
people.
But like people legit found me. Like there's this one Brandon Pagano that I knew that like liked pop punk and like liked all the same shit, and like I was like pretty tight with him or whatever. I wonder how he's doing. If you're watching,
You should hit him
say
up. Find him
hello.
on Facebook.
But
Yeah,
like,
if you're watching, hey, buddy.
it is a weird thing to think about. Like how many people are walking around
With your name that kind of strangely look like you, that are glitch in the Matrix, that are probably just you, you know?
It's fucking weird. This glitch in the Matrix stuff gets me twisted up, dude. I had no idea. What do we got here?
He's got a talent that we all need to see. All that he needed was a melon from me.
This is why you would love, if you like this, you would love True Blood. True Blood is essentially like a cast of people like this.
Being vampires.
Kind of, or fucking with vampires. Yeah, it's very good.
I think that he might be crazy, but it's piqued my curiosity. So go ahead and wow, nice slice. That was a good slice, man.
Is his sword literally just a blue? It's like a blue sword.
I said,
The way he dropped it in is crazy.
oh man, that's a nice slice. He made a good slice, man. Y'all go make your own good slices with some of those wonderful roadside melons.
Wow,
So-
that was a lot. That was a
What, you
lot.
don't like that one?
No, it was pretty good actually. I liked that one. It was just like a lot to take in. You know what I mean? That was a lot, dude.
Opioid core, dude.
Felt more
All
like
right,
meth core to me.
This is a reminder to any one of our younger viewers to stop going through your parents' stuff. Okay, now this is like a genuinely hilarious video clip here.
You know,
Scroll
when
up.
something gets posted in this subreddit and this happens,
It's over.
It's good. It's good
Yeah.
thread.
So scroll up. Let me read this. A child posted this. They go, "What is this remote thing? Found this thing under my dad's pillow. Looks like a remote or a garage door opener. Didn't press the buttons. I don't know what it is."
Here's the thing about this photo. This photo says everything. It does. Ready? I'll tell you why. He said who he found this where? Under his dad's pillow.
Under his dad's pillow.
That's wild, but okay.
Well, dad was using it on mom and passed out.
Or dad's using it on himself and mom.
On his
Who knows?
booty. Maybe he's
Could
sitting
be
on it while he
using-
jerks off. Yeah.
Mom could be in full control whenever she wants. He could be walking around and you press
What
the
if he
button.
just put that up his booty?
That's what I'm saying. But
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
I'm just trying to think, all of our options are on the table now. What I see from this image is a stressed child. Do you see how stressed this child is?
he's got hangnails.
Yeah.
He's fucking. Yeah.
He's stressed. Dad's stressed. And clearly, like, all the extra money being spent on, like, sex toys is not helping. Like, there's a serious issue in this house that needs to be addressed right now.
You got to take this to your parents and you got to get it out of the way
Look at how
right now.
the kid is stressed out, stressed the fuck out, chewing his fucking hangnail off, and then going through your shit. What's going on in your house?
Yeah,
bro?
what leads you to go through their shit in the first place?
What's going on in your house?
I have so many questions, but if you go to the top post on this, it's really funny. It says you should probably go wash your hands. It has 4.5K likes.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people saying the same thing I'm saying. Why are you going through their shit? What
Yeah,
the
don't
hell's
do it.
going on? This is not for you
But
to
that's
see.
awesome.
Wow.
It's like such a genuine post, you know?
This is why I hate the internet, is because you could just potentially come across like a 15-year-old
Being like, what is this vibrator I found under my dad's
posting
pillow?
their opinion on hip hop or something.
And you're arguing with them.
You are.
And they don't know what this is.
They have like a Kobe Bryant, like what's going on with this person? They're 12. They are arguing with a 12-year-old.
Here we have, they do these parachute landings at opening day for baseball, and Arizona's did not go well.
Good, I like that. I like that. It can't be perfect every time.
Coming in hot.
Oh, his legs fucking exploded, dude.
And would it make you happy to know this isn't the only person in this clip?
No shot, dude. They hit
No.
this on a windy
Nope,
day,
keep going.
dude.
Keep going. He's so fucked up.
Yeah, soldier down, soldier down.
Someone else is coming in hot.
Oh my god.
America! Fuck yeah!
I mean, dude, I respect the troops, but like not when you're doing shit like this, dude. The fuck is this? That's not how I need you guys landing in fucking Gaza when we need to clean up, dude. That's crazy.
Cleaning bow-legged and snapping your shit. That first fall was so bad, dude.
It's the way the legs just give up.
They just go.
Oh, nice. This one gives me playback speed. All right.
Nice. Slow it down.
Give me that.
It's got to load up that slowed down video for you real quick. But dude, like, oh man, you got to know if it's too windy. You just lay the fuck off, you know? Like.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh no, it's going to be so bad.
Give it to me as slow as we can get
Let's see his legs snap.
Yep.
Oh, that front leg goes so much further forward.
Swallowed his left foot, dude. He literally ate his own left foot landing. I just swear to God, if we could run this back, Twitter's gonna explode if I ask it to do one more thing.
Stop trying to make me do stuff,
dude. Why give me the option? You know what I mean? I get really.
This is why we hate Elon Musk, you know.
I do for ruining something we all had a good time using.
We never had this problem before Elon Musk, you know.
Probably didn't have playback speed choice before Elon Musk. Watch him eat his foot, dude. Legit. The foot that's outstretched right now. This one right here.
Yeah.
I mean, no one should eat their own foot like that.
Yummy!
Dude.
I'm a bootlicker for myself.
This guy hitting the straight vertical drop.
Pencil diving into a baseball field is sure a choice.
At like a truly disturbing speed that like no one should be moving at downwards.
I love how slow this is coming in. Oh, he ate his knees, dude.
All right.
He ate his fucking kneecaps for lunch, dude. Oh.
Yeah, the days of the World War II paratrooper, of the well-fed farm
It's
boy
over. Yeah, it's over.
From Illinois getting thrown out the fucking... That ain't happening anymore, bro.
I wanted your opinion on this. Have you seen this whole like doohickey thing going around Twitter?
Doohickey.
Yeah, look at this. So people are inventing bands.
This is kind of tough.
No, I thought you'd be into it. People are making their own bands with doohickey. It sounds like System of a Down, doesn't it?
This is just Shaky Grave for Gen Y or whatever.
Vocalist not needed.
Yeah.
It literally just sounds like System of a Down. I don't know why.
It sounds like the background of every Velvet Underground song. We just come full circle on this every time, you know? We're always just back to the Velvet Underground somehow.
No matter how much you invent, you always get back.
just need like a Lou Reed, like ambiguous guy to be doing drugs to kind of
read a book in the back.
Yeah, to kind of croon over this.
Hey, baby, why don't you take a walk on the wild side?
Why don't you come around town while I smoke this brown? Sunday morning. It literally sounds like that. It literally sounds like that song.
No, it does 100%.
It kind of rules.
Oh, dude, watch this guy. I don't know if this is the method I would take for this, but to their own.
Guys with this kind of beard need to just let it go.
Folks are on top.
Tell him that.
It's just not the right consistency.
Do you see what he's grabbing right now?
Guy goes up there. Everybody's standing away from it. I don't know if he has no protective gloves.
Yeah, it's because he's like willing to grow this kind of beard that he's willing to do this kind of shit. There's a direct line of connection for that.
And he just grabs a hold of it and throws it down.
Yeah,
you can tell he does this for a living. And here,
I mean, one look at the guy, you know he's
bro.
capable.
He just barehanded an active beehive and didn't jump at all. Like I don't know what the hell he's made out of, but I wouldn't tell him anything about his beard. That's what I'm gonna say.
I wouldn't talk shit to his face. No, absolutely not.
He would crush me in his hands like a compactor.
Yeah, like that guy's literally his hands are made of steel. Like he just picked up a beehive.
So scary.
You know, it is scary.
Share that with me real quick. I wanted you to see this. I know how you feel about Drake. I don't know. Have you seen this going around this week? That Drake and
I've seen clips of this stream. Yeah.
Okay. I just want you to see this part real quick because I think it'll make you laugh.
All right, baby girl. Let me see you shake that ass. Let me see you twirl. I do like that song. I'm not gonna lie. The Nokia song.
Like she was like still like
Yeah.
bro, oh my god. I can't. She's my fighter. I don't think that you should be a fan of her. No, I'm not still like
Run that again, dude. Run that one more time.
like she was like
he's talking like the people talk in Twin Peaks.
Yeah, somebody said he sounds like he got put in the reverse Snapchat filter.
like bro, oh my god.
Yeah, Spicy Drake's back. All the pedophiles are
rejoicing,
applauding his funny moments. Yay, Drake's funny.
I just think it's funny how zesty he is.
Yeah, zesty Drake.
Also, why are you 40 and dressed like a 12-year-old?
We got hey man, zesty Drake's on notice now. I mean, there's nothing you can't put that genie back, dude. It's done.
No, it's never going back now.
It's done, dude.
Oh,
I couldn't be a happier clam about that, by the way. I'll tell you one thing. I fucking love it.
This video cracked me up because I didn't know where it was going to go from the caption, and then I was like, oh, okay.
Where's the blood?
Yeah, I know. Where are my cuts? I like how the music's all muffled, and then when he goes through the window, you can tell the music's outside.
Like, how did he not just land on a shard of glass and kill himself?
I have no idea.
That's literally, you couldn't be luckier, I think.
What they call white people shit, for real.
That is white people shit. It's
white people shit, bro. There's no other way to put it. All right, have you seen this guy? This guy's like, it's like Jackass and Matt Hoffman in one, dude. Oh, look at that!
Oh my.
He just walks this shit off.
That's why you wear a helmet, though.
Yeah, I know, but still, your neck.
Yeah, dude, so sick. Are you kidding me? How the fuck did you do that at the end there?
I don't know, dude. He's like literally the Matt Hoffman of the trailer
baby.
I love him. I
pretty
follow this guy. I watch him now. He jumps off of shit like in this Midwestern shithole all the time. I'm obsessed with it.
It's quite a vibe. It's quite a vibe. All right, we have Germany. I see this is from German.
That's how you know it's tough.
Ah. Alright, you got this older gentleman clearly fucking with this younger gentleman. I don't even care what happened here. I hope younger gentleman...
The man in the blue is in the wrong.
Yeah, younger gentleman's about to, I think, school this old man, if I had to guess correctly. Oh, fuck! I was not expecting a headbutt.
Yeah, dude, the headbutt takes a real twist.
Bro, oh, that sucks, dude.
Look at him, dude. He's crumpled.
He's
Look at
literally,
this grown man.
yeah, dude, he's scared now. Oh, instant. regret.
Regret, yeah.
Dude. Touch the kids, dude. That's what kids are going to start doing to Drake, dude. This is what the kids need to do. Headbutt.
Goes back to playing on his phone.
Did he just pat him on the head? I like that. That's nice. That's good sportsmanship.
Hey, you love to see it. He changed his whole attitude real quick, though.
Oh, he's bleaking like a motherfucker, dude. Look at all that blood. Oh, shit, dude. He's fucking bleeding like a stuck pig. Yeah, he broke his nose.
Yeah, his nose is broken. Fuck.
Oh my god, dude. And then he patted him on the back, being like, "Good."
Gave him a thumbs up. You good? After I taught you your lesson, are you good?
That's nice. That's like how I gave somebody back their glasses after getting into a fight.
That's very respectable.
I picked them up right off the ground. I gave them right to him.
Hey, buddy, sorry you got your ass beat. Here's your glasses.
His glasses and his hat went flying, and I was like, those are nice. I feel bad.
I once lost my hat in a fight in that little coffee house where they played in the back.
You hate to lose a hat in a fight. You feel naked.
I did. I was like 16, and at a nightlife show, I had to fight like a 28-year-old.
Dude, getting into fights? So I recommend it, guys. Get into a couple of fights, dude.
Were you at that show at that little coffee house? The nightlife play when the nightlife played that coffee house for no reason?
Was it? It wasn't Jay Watts, was it?
Yes, it was. They played the back of Jay Watts.
Yeah, maybe. I was probably at that show. I imagine it should have been.
Dude flicked my hat off, and then we had to fight about it. And then obviously,
that is
this
like
guy.
That is a fight instigator every time. That'll get somebody.
I pushed him because he was hitting girls, and then he hit my hat off. And like, what are you gonna do?
As soon as I used to know, I knew a guy where if you touched his hat, it was like go time instant. Like you were out at a bar, there would be no second chances.
The hat got fucking
If somebody
touched.
even touched the hat, it would be like. It was like
End
women
of the
too.
night.
It wasn't just guys.
Oh,
like
no,
you
no,
would
no,
think
no,
a guy
no,
like
no,
that would let
We'd
women
have, like, some women
touch
chivalry,
his hat and be like, okay, like, oh, the girl's playing with me and wants to fuck me. She's touching the hat. That's the way this guy would think. You would think, but no, it was like, it was the golden rule. It didn't matter. It was really interesting to see because you'd go, why, dude? Based on your demeanor, you should be cool with the girls touching the hat, right?
Yeah, you should be. That's kind of the whole point, you know?
Yeah, he was lost, dude. He was a lost soul.
Yeah, he was lost in the sauce for sure.
It was wild.
Oh, dude, have you seen this?
Yes.
I think I said this to you, but this is literally the most Curb moment I've ever seen outside of Curb.
Yeah, this one's pretty funny.
Dude, Patty the Batty won this weekend, too.
I did see that. He fought
that
well,
was good.
too.
He beat the fuck out of Chandler.
Just straight up. Dude, he
hugs the husband.
He even looked at her. That's the best. Right here.
What the fuck did Cheryl do?
Probably talked a little shit, to be honest.
What the fuck did Cheryl do, man? Come on.
I thought that was kind of funny, to be honest.
I love how it was on the fucking live stream.
Trump is a funny guy when he shows up to the UFC.
Okay, have you seen this guy yet?
No.
At first, I thought this was AI. We can go through his page a little bit. This is literally just a guy who sings Elvis and dresses up like a clown.
This is what Jelly Roll was meant to be.
This is what Jelly Roll started out as.
Yeah.
Shook his hand.
Hey, shout out, by the way. Got the Elvis.
I know. I got the Elvis.
I got the gear on right now.
And made my way back home.
He's kind of getting it though, right? Like it's creepy, but it's kind of cool.
For years and years I rode.
When you think about the oversaturation of like the Elvis impersonator,
he's kind of crushing it in his own lane.
You got to do something, right?
You got to do something.
I gazed.
And clown Elvis makes sense because it's not like this like far
No, it's not a far reach at all. It's almost like, why did no one think of this sooner?
Right, like if you're having like a cabaret style event, this guy is perfect.
He would, yeah. Get my money.
At all the millions.
And his glasses are sick, by the way. Like
everything about it. Yeah, it goes
Here
far.
we must have died alone a long, long time ago.
The absolute earnesty of these comments is like really driving me up a wall.
Yeah, people
It's like,
fucking love this guy. Like
people
he
are-
doesn't get hate ever.
like,
He
people-
never. I don't know what the snake thinks about, but he never.
It must be this has got to just be like a Metal Gear Solid reference.
Yeah,
Like his
'cause it's everywhere.
Clown Viz. I never played these games, and I feel like people are always shocked when I say that. But like,
Me neither.
I played 5. I played the big open
The
world
newest one.
Yeah, I did play that, but I know I would like them. They're old. I know they're remaking some of them now, so I might go back once.
We might catch up on them.
Once they're remade, I would play them probably. I'm just not
Fair.
I'm not getting into PS2 games right now. It's just not the era I'm in.
It's not your time. No, but like for real, I just thought this dude was cool as hell. I want to give him a little shout.
I like it. I'm a big fan. I'll be keeping an eye out for him on my Algo.
Clown Viz.
Clown
Oh,
Viz.
dude, this video's just nuts.
You can tell by the quality of the footage that we're about to
That
receive.
it's legit.
And the
It's
old
old school home
AFV,
video tape, you know?
yeah, America's famous home videos or whatever.
Funniest.
Look
at this.
Bob Saget. Ain't no one gonna believe this.
Hey, I hope that camera got it, because god dang, ain't no one gonna believe that.
God sliced it right in half.
I said, Jesus said, you ain't supposed to have milk today, boy.
That's an insane video,
Pops
though.
in half, dude.
I had to see it again because it was so weird.
Because it took me forever to see what the hell's going on. Oh, this is awesome. This is awesome. Joe Biden is back.
Okay.
Coming off of his, little staycation after no longer being the president, right?
Yeah. It's
And
his
it's been a
eternal
while since
slumber.
we've heard. Yeah, so he's like a bear, He's like plugged up his asshole and went to bed, right?
He should.
Took a
That's actually the song. That was Hunter Biden's Reddit post.
shit the bed.
No, finding the butt plug thing. Hunter Biden was posting that, being like, I found my dad this in my dad's bed.
Well, yeah, so he can take his 3-month naps.
Well, how do you think
gotta
Hunter?
keep it all
How do you think
in
Hunter
low,
Biden got to be the way he is? His dad's got a butt plug.
Had
in
to
his
learn it
ass
from
all day.
somebody.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
All right, flip over and let's hear this new quote he gave us today.
Pulled into the parking lot, and I had never seen hardly any black people in Scranton at the time I was only going in the 4th grade. And I remember seeing the kids going by at the time called colored kids on a bus going by. They never turned right to go to Claymont High School. I wondered why. Asked my mom, why?
Why?
Why, Mama?
I asked my mom,
Why, Mama?
Why are they black?
So in Delaware, they're not allowed to go to school, in public school.
Why did I say up until like all the way into my Senate run that black people are bad?
Because my mom taught me
into my
bad.
late 50s and 60s, why was I saying I don't want to send my kids to some urban jungle? Why?
Because of this moment right
Why?
here. This
Why did
exact
I look
moment.
kind of similar when I was being racist on the Senate floor? I was that old. I kind of looked like this. He's like acting like he's like this cute little child who understood.
Yeah. Even in 4th grade, I knew this was
Do you remember
wrong.
when Kamala Harris essentially like took him out of the race? Like she was never considered like somebody that was going to get elected president,
No.
especially during the primaries or whatever. But there was a debate moment where she essentially eliminated Joe Biden early on from the like selection of the general populace by being like, hey, when you were opposing busing in Delaware, which is the concept of
Literally
busing
where
in-
he's talking about right now, too.
yeah,
which is so
busing
funny.
in, people of color to schools and whatever, and integrating schools. And it was like a later state to do it, I suppose, or whatever. And
Sure.
and she was literally apparently a student that would have benefited from busing or whatever. So she was like, you
She's like,
literally
you fucked
were
me as a kid
trying
already.
to be
Like, yeah.
racist to my little ass on a school bus, and like
to my community.
that's
you know?
why you're a bad pick to be president in 2020, whatever. And like that was like a big debate moment. I know it's like all like, who cares now? But like, I remember at the time that was like the moment where people were like, yeah, Joe Biden's, we don't
Cooked.
like him.
We're done. Yeah.
And then they all had to get behind him, obviously, because Bernie was still in the running, and Bernie was smoking anyone, obviously we all saw.
Oh,
him.
yeah.
But interesting that now he's like, oh, like, why?
Why did the colored boys have to go to a different school than me?
Why did I write the 1994 crime bill that's, you know?
All right, what else does he have to say here? I think he's done. Honestly.
Is he done, dude?
I think
With
he's
white
done.
kids hunting. That sparked my sense of outrage as a kid, just like it does. I mean, and these
So yeah,
young
that's
kids
what he's saying, Brand. Since fourth grade,
I knew what he
he's
was
been
saying.
outraged about the treatment of black people.
Yeah, dude, he's been really concerned.
right here can tell you things affect them when they learn about something that's really just unfair and unjust.
Dude, he's
Holy
like not even
fuck.
here with us. I'm telling you.
You know, he immediately signed to like an agency that like would have worked
Yeah,
with handguns.
he hired AAC, the talent agency. It's like
Yeah.
it's the same. He is under the same agency as Tom DeLonge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That was
and
a big,
Josh Allen.
That's
Fun
another
fact.
big
talent
like,
agencies.
Yes, that was a big one that also did a bunch of mergers that no one's fucking talking about.
I know, and there's like 4 left. Yeah.
Because now everybody manages everybody, and I don't like that. There used to be more people.
What happened to there just being managers and they had like 20 people?
Yeah,
you know, and they
what
smoked
happened-
cigarettes and sat in an office all day. What happened to Gladys?
What happened to that guy taking my 10%?
Yeah.
Okay, now it's an agency. I don't like all
And
that.
it's like 25%. You know.
I don't like all that. This dude. Okay, by the way, I don't really like to post a lot of stand-up clips, but I love when
This
I
one
see
had to get in.
I love when I see a stand-up that one I don't know from Joe Rogan's world. Right.
Love that. Yep.
Yes. This guy's just
Love
out.
that. Yep.
This guy's just out here doing the damn thing, not trying to associate with any sort of bullshit. And this bit was really well written because, you know, it's like it's observational humor, which is fine. But like it's, you know, how many times I've had this thought and haven't been able to, like, you know, I'm like, I wish I could articulate how I'm feeling right now. This dude,
it's like one that everybody feels, you know?
This is the, if I was at a comedy show and dude pulled out this bit, I'd be like, motherfucker,
you know me.
He got me. He really got me here.
This information is phenomenal. It's crazy.
Hang on, let's start that from the drum.
Plus, I love Australians, dude.
He does a good job at this. He really does.
speed at which we process information is phenomenal. It's crazy how quickly we process data. Like memes. I was thinking about memes. I saw a meme, right, on Instagram the other day. This is all the meme was. It was just a photo of the actor Edward Norton, right? Photo of his head. He's got a shaved head. It's a black and white photo. Up the top of the meme, it says top 10 movie moments. Down the bottom, it said, in this classic movie moment, Edward Norton's character gets overstimulated and has an autistic neurodivergent meltdown. In order to understand that meme, you have to know that that photo is from American History X. You have to know that in that movie, Edward Norton plays a neo-Nazi. You have to know that recently Elon Musk did a neo-Nazi salute. You have to know that people defended Elon Musk's neo-Nazi salute by saying that he did it because he has autism. You have to connect all of that data in your head. You have to also be aware of the fact that top 10 movie moments, lists like that exist, and you have to be aware of them to the extent that you're aware that this list is parodying those lists. You have to connect all of that. It takes about half a second, and then you just go, huh, and keep scrolling. And the speed
It's so fucking real.
He lays it out very well there. It's like, damn, dude.
Our brains do a lot, you know?
Yeah, when you put it that way, and I love people, like, because you don't need a scientist to explain to you that this is not good for you.
No.
It doesn't need to be that deep, guys. You don't need to be confirmed by anybody that this is like an addiction and that it's actually really bad. That, to me, is like, it's like your speed run. Like, imagine if your brain had like 7 million thoughts, right?
I mean,
and you
it
have
kind of
these,
does, right?
and you
I mean,
have
at the
these
end of the day.
thoughts like throughout your life or whatever. But if you hit 7 million, like your brain turns to mush essentially, and you just can't process
It's
anymore.
the overload, right?
It's just like, you burn out your CPU. There's no more thermal paste to be applied.
No more can be added.
The tube is empty. It's crusted over. You need to replace it, and the motherboard's too old. Like, it's done. We're moving on to a new PC after this one, right? That to me is like how our brain works, and it's like if I'm doing all that connection, all that, that's like 38,000 fucking processes right there.
No, 110%.
Right
and you're not
there.
even thinking about it. And you're like, oh, I'm just melting away on the
And
computer.
it wouldn't have worked that way 10 years ago. We've been taking on a lot over time, retraining the brain. Like, it really is crazy when you think about it.
Yeah, the brain's not happy. So
the brain needs to
not happy.
The brain needs to like go out and just like not
Just have a night off. You know,
It
get
really
drinks with
needs
your
it.
girlfriends. get fucked, whatever you need to do to come back and be normal again.
It really needs it. Okay, so this is fun. This is just a vibe one that I put in. We have 2 more here. This is good though. This is a fun one, and then we'll end on something interesting.
What do we got here?
This is just a fun clip. I clocked this guy from a mile away, being like, "This dude is so fucking cool." All right.
Work with a blonde.
You don't come.
All right, hang on. We'll start this.
Oh, this is that guy that like smokes weed in the store.
This is the guy who smokes weed in the store.
We've seen him dab at Home Depot.
I know. So I found
him
this one. This one
abuse the rig.
Came across my.
And nobody would fucking kick him out or arrest him for just hitting that rig in the fucking Home Depot.
Why did you come into work with a blonde?
You don't come into work with this?
I won't judge you because I used to get high all the time. Jack in the Box. Although.
Tanvir, nice to meet you. Joint specialist.
I'm sorry for laughing.
Specialist.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, I just ordered this pre-roll from Bay Smokes.
It smells like the good stuff. I didn't want to say.
Do you want to hit? Come smoke with me in the parking lot and come back? Let's go. Because you're so chill, bro. I want to give you one of these disposables on me from Bay Smokes.
Awesome, brother.
Yeah, brand new.
Man.
Yes, sir.
You don't actually work here, do you?
No.
What a kid!
You don't actually work
here, do you?
And we said no. He was like so proud of him. He gave him a base.
He's like, that's funny as fuck, dude.
That's
Thanks
some
for
shit
smoking me
I would
out.
have
That's
done.
awesome.
Yeah, he was like hovering around, going like, I smell weed. Why am I in the store? I smell weed. He like showed up. You know, he's a real
that
G.
would be my response after smoking with him. I'd be like, you don't work here.
Yeah, like I'm smoking that too, by the way, since we're all here.
Yeah.
Like I've got to be in the store getting fucking Home Depot shit. Like I'm gonna get
in
high.
Lowe's right now. Fuck.
I love that. I thought that guy was chill as fuck. All right, so this is an interesting post. So Mark.
Oh, I saw this. I actually watched. I hate to be this guy, but I actually watched the podcast that.
Yeah, so Mark Hoppus has been on a big media tour to promote his book. He's on this other tour where he's speaking or whatever. And he's bringing up this story, I guess, like more often at the speaking events or whatever.
Yeah, it's part of like the Q&A is what they were saying or whatever. It came up in a Q&A.
And this actually ties into the Tom DeLonge shit because I've always said this, and this is like a very underrated piece of information, a very underrated like entry point and like part of what I think is actually going on with Tom DeLonge and Blink-182 and Tom's useful idiotness has actually maybe been going on a lot longer than what you know, the 2017 stuff with the release and the Lou Elizondo and To the Stars Academy and all of that. Like Mark's father worked for, I think it's called SAIC, which is based in San Diego, which was for a long time one of the big defense contractors. I think they've been absorbed.
Yeah. We talked about this on an earlier one.
Maybe, yeah. And his dad, it was a big reason why Tom like got into this stuff too. And it's almost like he's been kind of set up for his whole life. And you see this a lot with rock and roll guys and fathers in intelligence, in military intelligence. It's happened. The Doors, you had it.
Yep.
You have it with Blink, regardless of if you think there's a connection there or not. It exists, and it is.
I mean, the
there
Blink
with
connection is there.
And then you look at where Tom ended up. Look at what
Yeah.
he's doing. You know what I mean? Like these guys, I don't think know they're being used for this purpose, and I don't think that they put these thoughts in their head or anything. But like they know these guys are easy to manipulate, easy to use, and get a lot of people up their ass, like wanting to
I
hear
think
what
at
they
the
have
end
to
of the
say.
day, anyone who's looking to move up in fame or relevancy, they see as someone easy.
And who's to say Mark isn't some type of fucking handler at this point? Because listen to how listen to how this is described. It is kind of weird.
All right.
Evening with Mark Hoppus, who is the lead singer of Blink-182. One of the questions was, where is the wildest place you've ever performed? Like 2003, we performed on the USO tour. We were performing in battleships, we're performing in like the deserts, and like while we're actively searching for Saddam Hussein and all this stuff. At the end of their tour, they get a message that the Rear Admiral of the United States Navy and the captain, I believe, of the battleship that they were performing on want to have dinner with them before they leave. And then he goes, and after this dinner, I sat up and I said, I know how to catch Saddam Hussein. And crowd erupts laughing. And he goes, that's exactly how they reacted. But I don't f around. People don't know this about me. My dad's a rocket scientist. And he goes, people
probably praying to the same fucking deity that Jack Parsons is fucking praying to. And
They're
all sorts
all
of
part of
weird
the satanic cult, you know? Yeah. That's why he likes The Cure so much.
It's not a crazy concept when you realize they were all in a satanic cult for a very long time.
Well, and I remember in early 2003, but Saddam Hussein was sending out the worst podcast in history, basically every.
And you'd have to think, true. When was Mark born? In the 60s?
No, I would
in
say
the early 70s?
Late 70s. We
what
can
is-
look at it right now. 72.
It's our early 70s. And so his father was certainly around for the 50s and the 60s and the Jack Parsons era and all of that. So let's not kid ourselves that like he might
very easily connected.
It's really not that. It's not even that far-fetched at all in the scheme of things at all. If he was like really involved in this stuff, there wasn't that many of them. So
every night he was recording himself in a cave on a videotape. He would get that to his supporters and his fans. They would put the tape out for the world to see. He's like, you know what region he's in, Saddam's in, and you know he's recording himself on a video camera basically every night. Fly piloted missions in a grid formation over that region, have the planes dropping sonar down at a frequency that they will hear the recording device of the video camera. Rear Admiral of the United States Navy goes, "That's a good idea." And Mark goes, "I know it is." And he goes, "I have a meeting at the Pentagon next week. I think I'm going to bring that up." And Mark goes, "You should." That was September 2003. December 2003, they catch Saddam.
And they did catch him
Mark
using
Hoppus
sonar radar.
Saddam was the reason Saddam got caught. It's all his fault.
There was like I remember hearing about, there was a joke, that's right. There was a joke about it in Pineapple Express about triangulating frequencies, and then somebody says, "You're right, that's how they caught Saddam." So it's interesting. I don't know, dude.
That is funny. That's weird. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm just saying,
it was a weird story. I don't know if Tom's like blowing smoke or Mark's blowing smoke up everybody's ass, or if that actually happened like that, or if he's weaving a tale. You never know.
I'm just easing you guys into the concept of truth being a lot stranger than fiction sometimes, and that it's not wild to speculate on this kind of stuff at the very least, because it has certainly happened before. And it will continue to happen, you know? And, you know, artists that everybody is a big fan of are the marks here. Typically, they're
the target audience. They know they have a big audience, and they know they're desperate to continue having that audience.
Well, that audience trusts them in a way that the government's not going to get trusted when they release information. Like
that's why they use them.
People
They're
act
perfect.
like that's like so crazy. Like, why would they release something through Tom DeLonge that makes no sense? And you go, how can you not understand the basic concept that like
how can you not understand that Tom DeLonge has 8 million Instagram followers that love his selfies and love him for what he is and will listen to anything he says?
And what world do you live in where anybody trusts, whether it be a Biden government or a Trump government? Who the fuck is listening to what they have to say right now? Who the fuck wants to hear what they have to say or trusts what they have to say in the slightest bit? I'm being like, no one does. No one.
Only the people who like fanatically love either side on the internet.
Yeah, and that's like 10 people. Like, let's be completely
in their
honest.
little echo chamber.
That's like such a small amount of people. They're just very loud and paid to continue to be on your screen constantly so that this ruse can keep going on. It's fake. Like those people, like when you walk outside, people are not like that. You know, it's pretty rare. They can be like that maybe when you're like pontificating, but then when you're at the gas station is the test. Like they'll hold the door for the guy who's got the veteran hat on, even if they disagree with the wars. Like that's what I'm talking about. That's the America I live in and I expect to see when I walk out my door most of the time. And that's just generally how it is. The girl with the green hair will hold the door for the fucking veteran. The veteran will say, "Have a nice day" to the cashier, even though she looks different than him. Like that is the majority of everybody.
It really is. And we
I'm
hype it all up on the internet that it's different, but it's not.
I mean, there are loud assholes, and I like to make fun of them, but I also like to delineate the fact that most people are not like that. They're not.
That's what our show's for.
They're not like that. But regardless, this stuff is very interesting because no one trusts what the government is saying. So I do think that they release most of the good stuff through people like this. And you never know really when it starts or where it begins or where it ends. And that's the magic of it. So.
Well, on that note, saying that's the magic of it, I want to say thanks if you're still here listening, everybody. We're going to wrap it up here tonight. This is our last clip. Brandon, anything else you want to say before we close this bad boy up?
Nah, stay frosty, everybody. I'll see you next week, you know.
See you next week. Go to Wendy's.
Deuces.
Deuces.